One of my core guiding mantras in life is this word, playfulness. Whenever I remind myself of this word, I immediately feel grounded. It reminds me of my truth. Because deep within, I know I have this flavor of playfulness. That's how I like to view the world, with a playful attitude. But somewhere, maybe due to my conditioning and external pressure of ambitions, goals, to somehow make it in life, to have a certain social status, that playfulness got lost. And the real problem here was that it's not that seriousness was somehow helping me progress in life. It wasn't. Rather, being serious was becoming an obstacle, mostly in the form of procrastination, because being way too serious led to overthinking and overwhelm. I didn't want to be there, so I procrastinate. I don't even get started. I postpone my joy for the future. And this assumption didn't work out for me. I won't even start. If I couldn't feel that joy and satisfaction in my work. I really want it in my work. And this is where I was feeling a dilemma, a kind of internal conflict. On one hand, I wanted to do something that's exciting, enriching, satisfying. But I was struggling to find that thing because, again, external pressure. But on the other hand, there was this want to be like others, to achieve success, traditional success, the sameness, to fit in to the society. Yeah. And I was feeling stuck in between this conflict. Things started moving when I actually decided to, go full on into the direction of my excitement. And that's when I got introduced to human design and to the surrender experiment. Just surrendering to my intuition or my gut response, or what excites me. That's where I started taking the self-doubts and the want towards sameness a little lightly. I was like, okay, let's just try this for some time, and I was kind of convinced those self-doubts to not put so much pressure on me. And the fact that I was now experimenting with such a big decision of my life, my career, that itself brought out my inner playfulness. My hope in myself got reignited because earlier in that ambiguity, I couldn't see anything. The hope was lost. Now, with this new hope, I realized playfulness is not carelessness. Playfulness is carefreeness. There's a big difference. Earlier I used to jump between these two. I was either too serious, feeling overwhelmed, then feeling stuck. And because I was feeling this discomfort due to seriousness, I used to completely ditch it. In a way, avoid the reality. Get into this avoidance mode and carelessness mode. Not caring about anything. Binge watching and trying to get that dopamine hit. I was being called out rightly as, oh, he's is too immature and playful. That's not what I'm suggesting here by playfulness. By making life a play, I don't mean avoiding the challenges of life. I mean having a lighter outlook. There's a possibility to dance with whatever life has to offer. That's the possibility I'm exploring. My process started with falling in love with the process. As cliche as it might sound, it started with allowing myself to fail, to be seen, to struggle, and to not know all the answers. That was a big one. The pressure to know all the answers right now, to have perfect clarity. When I'm playful, I'm like, it's okay, I'll figure it out. The answers will come. That trust is what I gained from this playful navigation of life. This is the energy of this is what I am, this is what's happening to me right now. No matter how uncomfortable it is, oh, yeah, I'm feeling uncomfortable. And likewise, this is what's happening around me. That acceptance and love. This is self-love for me. This acceptance of my limitations, I should say perceived limitations, perceived challenges. The energy of owning myself for who I am. There's an innocence in it. When you're playful, you actually embrace seriousness as well. That's the irony. That's the innocence. It's not about putting on a rosy glass and seeing everything as positive. Or maybe it is. Why not? Why not put on those glasses? This radical acceptance of each other's worldview, or our own worldview for that matter. That's how playfulness is powerful yet freeing. It feels like, oh, I'm deeply grounded, yet I'm very flexible and flowy. That's why I want to make life a play. Or it is a play, which I'm just playing.